Good morning.
Good morning.
So we always joke because Jeff says I've done everything to help with launching our church except for being up here preaching. And so today, here I am. I can check mark that box. But in all seriousness, Jeff asked me, God also asked me to come up here and speak to the women here today. And so if you're not married, this message is for you too. Because as Christians, God has called us to help others understand what a godly marriage looks like. And so whether you're single, dating, or married, this message is for you. Because as a woman, you should understand how to value and support the men in your life. So by no means is Jeff and I's marriage perfect, and I fail to be a godly wife on a daily basis. But that's okay, because God knows that we're not perfect, and He has provided us with this handbook on understanding and learning what we need to do to have a healthy and a happy marriage. And so we're going to look at Ephesians 5:22, and Jeff had shared 5:21, so that is to submit to one another. And in Ephesians 5:22, it says, "Wives, submit to your husbands, just as you submit to the Lord." So notice that key of authority. Understand and support your husbands just as you support the Lord. So we're looking at that word submit. What does that mean? Well, ladies, it means that you are supposed to support your husband and that he needs to know that you are his biggest fan. So would he know that today? That you are his biggest fan? And I've grown to learn that Jeff has a deep need to be admired. He needs me to share words of affirmation with him. And he needs me to do that on a daily basis. He needs to know that I value him, that I appreciate him, and that I'm proud of him. And for the women here today, the men need to know that from you as well, that you're proud of them, that you're their biggest fan. And so we're going to look at Proverbs 12:4. And that says, "An excellent wife is the crown of her husband, but she who shames him is like decay to his bones." So you see, I believe that every woman should have close friends that she spends time with on a regular basis. Whether that's going shopping or going out for lunch together or maybe even play dates with the kids. It's important to spend time with other friends. And so when you're with those friends and you're hanging out together, do you use that time to rag on your husband and share all of the faults about him? Or do you use that time to brag on him? To show your friends how much you appreciate him and value him? And so, ladies, I know a lot of women who do the first. They rag on their husbands, and I've been guilty of that as well at times. But we need to know that those words can be very damaging. Not only can they affect our marriage, but they can affect the women that we're trying to walk with. So John Elridge is a Christian author, and he has written many books specifically for men. And he says, every man has three wants: So write this down. A beauty to win, a battle to fight, and a dragon to slay. So, ladies, let's make sure that we're being the beauty that our man desires to win. That we're not the dragon that he wants to slay. Don't be the dragon. So permit me to share a scripture passage that you can read throughout the week and apply to your life. It's Proverbs 31. It's an incredible passage that you can use not only to be a godly woman, but also to be a godly wife to your husband. And as I finish, I want you to think about the first few moments that you spend with your husband each day, or maybe even the last few minutes that you spend with him. Whether it's when he leaves for work in the morning, or before he crawls into bed at the end of a long day. This time with your husband is very precious, and it will impact the type of marriage that you have. So use that time wisely. And I also encourage you, women, if you are not in a life group, I encourage you to join one. We have a couple different women's groups here at Celebrate Yankton, and it's just a great time to be able to spend time with other women who are there to support you and love you and speak truth into your life and also help you in your relationships. So I just encourage you, if you haven't joined a life group, now's the opportunity. It's, like Jeff said, never too late. Thank you.